Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show a recently work about the DualSense controller. I've been exploring it for the features and the potential application for those who do game development or anyone who want to use it to control other devices such like a robot. I hope it would be helpful. I will quickly go through this slide and then show a simple demo at the start. For the DualSense controller, I divide all the capability in input and output. In these two part, in the input part, we have the digital and the analog features. For all the digital features, they are all buttons. They have the binary response, like pressed or unpressed. And for the analog, they have more other data to show the more detail. Let's talk about the analog. We have the trigger. Uh, While for the analog input, the trigger. Trigger could detect the position when you press the trigger, your finger's position in the whole process or distance. 0 means no pressed, and 255 means fully pressed. And for the touchpad, it support 2-point touch, and each point has X, Y, Z axis data, and also have the data range here. And also we have the accelerometer and the gyroscope. Each one have the X, Y, Z axis and have the data range. And also we have the stick. Each stick have the X and the Y axis, and they actually based on the HID human interface device protocol to transfer all the data by using long, very simply format. And actually, all the library for the development are based on the HID. Okay, here is an example of the HID report. Using DualSense controller using the HID report to make sure the data be transferred from the device and the computer. And you'll actually also do the testing about the sampling rate, how frequency of the DualSense controller could give out the data. And in my device, in my computer, HID pooling rate is 1000 hertz, but the DualSense controller sampling rate is 250 hertz. And another important input feature is a microphone. DualSense controller have a built-in microphone, but most of the people I find out on the internet say it's not easy to notice that it's working or picking up your voice. It will be a security issue. And the microphone also is a one channel actually. It's a mono type microphone. For the output features and capabilities, DualSense controller have the haptic feedback. It's using nonlinear resonant actuator, or it's actually called voice coil model. It have two model, left and right. It could have more decent, more nuisance feedback rather than a normal one. Such like you could develop feedback like a vehicle running on the rockland, or the vehicle, a car in the forest. So will be different type of the land. One is soft, one is more hard or more sudden feedback. And also it have the adaptive trigger because it could give you the resistant force. Actually, it cannot determine how force it's not a type of Newton or anyone, but it's from 0 to 255 value to determine the resistant force, make the finger feel resistant from the trigger, and it could using for mimic like some touch things or haptic things. It will be useful when you develop some control or touching or something collision feature. And I also know somebody using it to build to mimic the trigger of the gun. Okay, that's all the slide here, and let me show the demo. I prepared some Python script to using a library from the GitHub and to show some features here. I could run on my Windows PC, and when I move the DualSense controller, the gyroscope and the accelerometer will have the certain date, and when I move more sudden or more force on that, it would have more values. And when I touch the touch bar, it supports 2 points. Actually, the maximum is 2. Also, you can move 1. And about the sticker, it could have the value here. Show the stick. Yeah. And also the trigger. Right. When I press the trigger, it could have a value from 0 to 255. It's actually 1 byte value. Yes. When I press it, it will know my position, finger position. Yeah. That's the analog part. Okay. And also I have digital part which would directly to detect the button pressed. Yes. So I have the button pressed and released. And for the output part, because this video cannot feeling the vibrate or the haptic feeling, so you could try my code and exploring it. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.